Hello everybody, welcome to my YouTube channel. It's your one and only Vtek the Awesome, and you know how we do here. Today I'm going to be putting you through the beat making process of superstar Simi's breakout single Owanbe. So without further ado, let's get right to it. Without much delay, I'm going to put you through this beautiful, process, that created such a beautiful song for an even beautiful artist called Simi. If you've seen my previous video, you know that I'm very, very experimental. I like to mix up stuff, and it's the same thing I did here. For my percussions, my drums rather, I made sure I got that bite that I wanted, and I'm just going to quickly put you through the samples, try to put you through the process as much as I can. So yes, to our drums, of course, I have my kicks. On this one again, I used two kicks, one for the lower end, which is this kick. This could easily be a hip-hop kick. It's even from a kit that's a hip-hop kit. So I had this guy, and then I combined it with this kick. Sorry, this one. Beautiful, right? So when you mix both of them, so now for a lot of people, you'd be like, what's the point, mixing both? You see, that's the power of creativity. The only rule in creativity is there are no rules. Learn how to play the keys, right fingering with the guitar, understand, mix, balance, some degree of frequency. La la la. The bottom line is, when you put it all together, it has to sound right. So this is how I like to work. So you have this, and of course, what's a kick without a snare, right? So on this record, I didn't use a snare. I used my trusty old rim shots. There are two on this one, two very distinct rim shots. This is the first. This is very much like a really tight snare, and then of course I run it through the mixer, so I'm able to put effects. So if you listen very well, you'll hear the reverb. Not dry, right? Okay. And then I combine it with yet another rim shot. This is more like your traditional rim shot. Just very nice sounding rim shots. And basically, when you put that all together, you have very simple drum line, but very effective. So now going further, I start introducing my percussions gradually, because I like my drums to, groove before even melodies pop in, So I decided to go with this conga sound. So now we have this conga. I think there are two of them. Yes, there are two, playing two different things. Let me play what they are doing. Very simple groove. So now when we come back here, I'm going to open that up. You see how this grooves already sounds dope, right? Okay, let's keep going. I'm not done with my congas because I wanted more. So I introduced a third conga, which is this one. Actually, it's a bongo, but basically it just sounds the same. So now that conga is playing this on the beat. Really dope, right? Yeah. So that's basically just the foundation of the drums, and then we go further. I started introducing other guys like this. course, have your shakers. On this record, I played my shakers off. If you listen very well, you can hear that off timing. Let me solo that. You can hear it. It sounds right this way, but when you hear it at the beat, you can hear that off beat. It's just part of the groove. So now we have your drums. We're building. It's not done. We're almost done with the drums. So now we have this guy. It's Addictive Drums. It's called Addictive Drums. If you're a producer, by now you should have heard about it. It's just a very good drum machine. So that's what I used to do the roll. So let me play how that came in. You have your drums, everything jamming. So you see, basically there's really nothing that can't be done. Kind of gone are the days where it has to be so, in quote, the analog. I mean, give it up to these guys who designed the software. Addictive Drums, XNL Audio, amazing. And amazing tech behind this work. So there you have it, just a very simple drum line. Now we get melodic. First thing I added on this record, my trusty own ample guitar. It's a series, and it has some amazing sounding guitars based on some actual guitar, like the Gibson, the PV, the Fender. If you're a guitar person, I mean, I'm not really a guitar person, but I learned even by using the software their names and their distinct sounds. So I stuck with this guy. So really dope, sounds really live. So basically, if you already know this record, you know what it did, but I'm just gonna solo it for those who don't. Now, of course, on this record, we got a live guitar at some point to, spice it up. Of course, big shout out to Fioki, amazing guitarist. He really brought color to this record. But before he did play, my ample guitar came through for me. So I'm going to play the other melodies. It's just very simple, Hopefully, you watching have some idea how this works. For those who know how, production works, this is already a cheat for you because you just see the way I made this record happen. Now, this is the second guitar part. Of course, if you listen very clearly, you can hear a delay because I run it through my, Fruity Loop mixer and I put my effects, so it sounds really good. So now we have this. Okay, see, very simple, very rudimentary, but lovely. Just little techniques and right plugins to go a long way to make achieve that creative direction you want. So let's keep going. We have the sweet, sweet, sweet bass. That's just a I think it's called a Nexus basic sign. I think it's one of the best generic bass patches you could get. Nexus basic sign, go for it. It lets you have that loop. And then if you feel hungry for that percussive sound, just get another sample of or another VST of the bass guitar. But hey, that's another science for another day. So this is basically Owanbe. In the chorus is a conga from the Battery 4 library. It's called the Conga Davis V1. So it just adds, to the whole thing generally. Let me switch these guys off, and you have. So there you go. That's the foundation of Owanbe. And of course, I bring in the trumpets. This is from Contact 5, and you have so of course when you put it all together in the chorus, that is, remember I didn't put this, all these melodies, some of them appear in key points just to make the music interesting. Now we have another guy I almost forgot. He shows up in parts of the song, plays a few melodies. He's just the Rhodes. He's from Contact 5. By the way, Native Instruments Contact 5 is an essential for a producer who does in the box production. I think that's what's called in the box production, in the box. So we have this guy. So basically it's just the little things that come together. You go with the flow. Like I said, there are no rules. You might want to start from the bass, you might want to start from the drums, you might feel the guitar. Tons of times I started from the guitar. So it's all about where your heart goes, and it's important that you follow your heart. Think with your head or feel with your heart, and as a musician you must feel it. Even on your worst day you must feel it. So let's keep going. We have this changing here, just that's one of the guitars. This is it's called Playing Piano in Heaven. It's in Nexus. You should check it out in the piano category. It just adds a little brightness, so it's really happy at this point. So that's basically who I'm Very simple, right? So, okay, I was getting a little carried away. So basically, at this point, I was done. I had done my production, and then I sent it to Simi, and she loved it from the very first second. Of course, she had her vocals done, what you know as the song. She did that, and then we both, ran by it, and then she sent it to the legendary super guitarist called Fyoki. You should know Fyoki by now, but if you don't know, he's one of our best, and he's been on great records. Again, he comes in and then he pads what I've played. So now you have his guitar line, which is what you might know from the music a lot more. Now, of course, I have to say one thing. As much as we can create everything digitally, there are some things that truly you should not mess around with. One of them is the guitar. That's why you can already hear what that does. So this music is a combined, it's a combined, it's the result of combined work. And hey, we created something awesome. So now let me play Fioki's guitar with everything you've been shown. So basically, I have just shown you, as quickly as I could, the steps in creating Owanbe. Of course, it turns out to be a great record. It was a real pleasure working with Simi. She's really one of the best. The awards say so, the views on YouTube say so, the huge, reception from fans and, even haters alike. Great work. So this is how Owanbe was made in this very, very compact studio with this beautiful keyboard, my audio interface, my speakers. Basically, what you're seeing here. Another thing that I like to say, again, it's not about the tools, it's not about the gear, it's about the musician. Like they would say, make a bad piano sound good, make a bad guitar sound good. Yes, there's such a thing as horrible, but you get my point. Be the musician you want to be and just win with whatever you got. My name is Vtek. Follow me, or rather subscribe. Yeah, subscribe. Click the thumbs up, which is the like button. That's how I understand it. It's a like button. Click the thumbs up, subscribe, share, let people see this. For producers, feel free to comment. I will really be replying all of you every single second of the day. Just make it interactive, and I hope this is not only useful for you as a musician, but it's also inspiring. See you next time.